Hey guys, my name is JessiMew and welcome back to Garden Paws. So I just loaded up the game, and as you can see, it looks like there was a pretty major update since the last time we played. We actually have a roof over our head now. We always had a home, but we were never able to go inside. And now look at this, we have our tiny little bed tucked in the corner. I guess this is where we're going to go to sleep when the nighttime falls. And we have so much space to decorate too. It makes me wonder if maybe they put together some new furniture options, so we'll have to check out the workbench when we go outside. But first, unfortunately, it looks like we may have lost the skin that we unlocked the other day. I checked inside our skin tab here, but it doesn't look like we have the Galaxy Cat skin anymore, so I guess that must have gone away in the update too. We'll probably have to unlock it again, but the default skins are pretty cute. Oh, I love that tabby one. Oh, the green one is so cute with the white belly. Oh, that is adorable. Why don't we go with the blue one today, just to kind of shake things up a little bit? It's not quite as beautiful as that starry fur that we had before, but I guess it's going to have to do for now. So, it looks like we have another letter inside our mailbox. Maybe we should read this first. I wouldn't be surprised if it has something to do with this new house upgrade after all. It's from our grandparents too. If I remember correctly, they actually gave us this shop, so they probably had a bit of a role to play. How to keep your farm organized. Hey kiddo, hope you're doing well. Your grandpa and I just thought of something you might enjoy. If you'd like to keep your crops even, you do so by turning on grid placement in the options menu. Happy farming and selling from Grandpa and Grandma. Okay. So that actually has to do with the plants that we put in the ground? Well, you know, that is actually a feature I can definitely get behind. If we could place these in a bit of a more even fashion, I guess. I mean, right now we're just kind of throwing these things around willy-nilly. Let's see if we can find that option in here. Yeah, I definitely want to give this a try. So if we pull out our hoe, look at that. The soil kind of like snaps in place. So we don't have to fiddle around with it to get it in these even lines anymore. That is excellent. That means that we could potentially build a little farm around here somewhere, and we do need to plant some more wheat anyways. Why don't we look into planting the wheat over by our chicken coop? That way when we harvest it, we can turn it straight into birdseed, after we finish off those quests, of course. One of the farmers was looking for wheat for the cows. I think I actually read that they added cows to the game too. Or at the very least, it's coming very, very soon. Cows and barns to raise them in, which would go perfect over here right next to our chicken coop. So let's go ahead and place the wheat that we have in our inventory straight into the ground over here. We only have 3 seeds, but 3 is certainly better than nothing. We're probably going to have to go take another trip down to the sheep's buffet to grab some more wheat for the birds. I think we can just make the bird seed right here too, right? If we open up our crafting menu, it should be down here somewhere. There it is. So I know we need that wheat for the quest, but let's go ahead and turn this all into birdseed for now. We only had 2 more pieces in our pockets anyways, and our chicks are definitely looking pretty hungry. And hey, at least it's getting us chicken poop too. That's another thing that everybody around town seems to want right now. One of you actually mentioned that we still have a ton of chicken poop just sitting inside our shop. I completely forgot to pick this up before, so let's go ahead and move that into our inventory, and then we might as well stock the shelves again. Actually, we're going to have to make some serious room in our pockets. Oh, we had a feather over here? Okay, we'll want to plop that onto the other shelf then. We have our red daisies. We have our purple daisies too. We might as well tuck away our striped hat somewhere. I don't really want to get rid of that, just in case we want to wear it again in the future. I am quite partial to the straw hat that we have right now, but who knows, maybe the striped hat will come out for a special occasion. We need to keep the geodes on hand as well. Somebody wanted us to mine up geodes for their cause. I think it was actually to help us get rid of all those thorns, so we definitely want to keep our eyes open for geodes too. Now as for the carrots, these might just get us our very first little bunny friend. Thorn let us in on a little secret the other day. He decided to show us how to tame one of the rabbits, or at the very least, he's going to give us the blueprint for the bunny home. That's what that quest in the corner is for. We have to go talk to Frank, and I guess he's going to hand us over the blueprint. Hopefully, anyways. If it's anything like the cat tree that we still have to build, we might have to do a bit more traveling to hunt it down. That reminds me too, maybe we should be chopping down these trees as we go. We still need quite a bit of wood just to create these cat trees, and Abby wants one too, so it's not just for us. And we'll stop by and say hello to Captain Conrad too, because I believe we have all the pink leaves that you needed for your lunch. Here you go, little guy. Hopefully by completing more of these quests, he'll be a bit friendlier toward us, because I really want to see if he's going to take us anywhere in the future. There's his boat. Oh my gosh, it's a tiny little rowboat. Well, I guess kind of giant for our animals. I'm kind of surprised that Captain Conrad can even row this thing. I have been looking for your boat ever since you rolled up into town. I wonder if that means something good for us. Maybe he's actually going to offer to take us somewhere in the future. We'll have to keep our eyes open for any more quests from him. And we might as well pick up this bulletin board request. I need someone to find me 5 daisies for a gift I'm making, and that's for Sammy. We know exactly where Sammy lives, and daisies are pretty easy to find. But Frank, we're here about some sort of bunny home. Hey, yeah, I can sell you a bunny habitat blueprint. Let me grab one. Alright. So is that going to be inside his shop? Or is that going to be inside the upgrades, maybe? I can sell you this bunny habitat blueprint for 500 golds. Well, we certainly have the funds that we need for that. With this blueprint, you'll be able to craft as many of them as you like. Excellent. So we already have the bunny habitat in our pockets now. Does he have another quest for us? Thanks for the coin. Here's the blueprint. Talk to Thorn once you build your first habitat. You can build one at the workbench. Alright, so just like the cat tree that we had before, it looks like the bunny habitat is probably going to take quite a bit of wood too. So I think that's what we're going to spend the rest of the day doing, just gathering up as much wood as we can, and then hopefully we can build all of these different habitats for the animals. Well, we can't forget, any more of those geode rocks in here today? This one looks promising. There we go, one more geode in our pockets, and I think I see one back here too. So far, this is the only place that I've found these rocks spawning, so I guess we'll just have to remember to check here every single day. We're halfway done with that quest anyways, so it won't be much longer until we're done. Oh, Abby, do you have another quest for us too? Oh, the fertilizer! To craft basic fertilizer, you need 1 poop and 2 wheat. Once you have it made, mix it in with the soil before planting a seed, and you'll have a chance to gain a seed when harvesting. Oh, that's pretty cool. I turned the items you gave me yesterday into some basic fertilizer to get you started. When you use basic fertilizer, you will have a low chance to get a seed back when you harvest it. Happy farming. Well, thank you, Abby. That's actually not that bad, so I guess we're going to have to remember to keep some more of that wheat on hand. Oh, wheat is actually really, really valuable in this game then. Not only does it make food for our chickens, but it also gives us the chance to make some fertilizer. And to be honest, the fertilizer sounds like a pretty good deal. Oh my gosh! Mayor Wilson! Oh, you are the most adorable little fox. To be honest, he almost looks like a wolf. I think it's just the skin, the gray fur. It makes him look like a wolf of some sort. Welcome to Florence. I'm Mayor Wilson. This is our first time meeting the mayor, finally. You're welcome to gather any items you find in the area and build anywhere outside of the town. I almost forgot to mention, your grandparents left you a couple of tutorials. I have equipped them in your tutorial menu that you can access by pressing I and selecting tutorials. Alrighty, thank you, Mayor Wilson. I think we probably have it under control though. We've been on our own for quite some time. You know, farming, shopkeeping, crafting. I think we've got this pretty much taken care of. But thank you nonetheless, Mayor Wilson. It's nice to finally put a face to all of those letters that we've received. He is so cute. Oh, Mayor Wilson is adorable. Now I think I saw that the blacksmith might have another quest for us too. Here's your new workbench, as promised. Once you place it, you can access more crafting recipes. I've added some for you to start with. Here's the completed workbench and the blueprint so you can make your own. Once you place it, you can pick it up and move it with a hammer. Thank you very much. So I guess we have a second workbench now. Yeah, we had already made one of these because we didn't really need to work for it, I guess, in the demo version of the game. Maybe this would be a good thing for us to place somewhere else around the farm. Maybe even right next to our chicken coop. If that's where we're going to be building our barn and whatnot, it would probably be a good idea for us to have our workbench over there too. Now, if we're not careful, we're going to end up running out of energy before we even get back home to build all of these animal habitats. So I think what I would like to do is go all the way toward Thorn's place, because we cannot forget to go feed that bunny. We found one rabbit to offer up a carrot to in the previous episode, right after Thorn had mentioned taming the bunnies. I'm guessing what we have to do is go back every single day to give him a little bit more to eat until he trusts us enough to follow us home. Ooh, but first, it looks like somebody may have left a little treasure chest right outside our house with a white beard inside. Oh my goodness, little kitty. This is going to look quite interesting on you. Let's bring her up on top of this hill. It almost looks like a little Santa Claus beard. Has an adorable nose and everything. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is so cute. She looks like a little farmer now. Well, that's pretty fitting. Here we are starting a new wheat farm, talking about building barns. Yeah, I think this look will do for now. So the bunny that we fed before should be right around here somewhere. I think that's the one. Hello, little bunny friend. Do you remember us? Oh, look at that. The bar is still a little bit full at least. So petting the rabbit doesn't seem to increase it any, but if we feed them a carrot, there we go. Now the bar is going up a little bit again. So that is definitely a good sign. It seems like it's working. Once that bar is full, I'll bet you that the bunny will be ready to follow us home. So we better make sure that we have the bunny habitat ready for them, of course. Hey Thorn, do you have another quest too? Now, there must be one of the quests that we already have. Honestly, there are so many quests in the corner that it's kind of hard to keep them straight. I don't even remember which thing he was asking for anymore. We have a tiny bit more energy left, so we'll chop down a few more of these bushes, and then we'll see if this is going to be enough wood for our cat habitat. Do you think we have enough energy for one more? Just barely. We must have enough wood by now, though. In fact, let's go ahead and place out our second workbench. We'll have to find a good place to set up this thing. Yeah, I think over here by the rest of the farm should do. We'll plop it right next to our coop for now. Spin it around a little bit. And this place is going to be looking like a true farm before long. Oh, but we will want to go grab all of the poles that we made before. I think we had a couple of them over here inside this wood storage area. And we have some leftover wood too. So 60 pieces of wood to work with. 4 large wooden boards. Gotta make sure that we know what we already have because we certainly don't want to make more than what we need. So for this cat habitat, we need 1 more large wooden board and 4 wooden poles. And then for the bunny habitat, ooh, that actually requires quite a bit more. We need 10 large wooden boards and 8 wooden poles for the bunny habitat. I wonder if it can hold multiple bunnies inside. Maybe it's going to be bigger than the cat habitat is? I mean, we see so many of those bunnies hopping around the meadows, but I've only ever seen one cat wandering around Florence. Alright, I think we have enough now. Enough for 1 cat habitat and 1 bunny habitat too. Just enough wood for both of them. Excellent. So where should we place these things down? Oh my gosh, this looks like it's going to be adorable. This is the bunny habitat. I don't think we're going to place it over by the coop though. I feel like that would be best for the barn animals, of course, all the farm animals that we can raise. Why don't we place the bunny habitat over here? Kind of like in a more secluded area, because I would imagine the bunnies are going to be a little bit more shy, so maybe they would want their own special home. Yeah, right here, next to the lake. Oh, we could even plant some carrots over here too. That would look so, so cute. Oh, I love this thing. Is there like a glass window in the front? That is adorable. They have some water to drink from, fresh water, logs to go hiding in if they get a little bit too spooked. This is amazing. And it looks like we can actually raise 3 inside here too. Gosh, maybe we need to get to know some more of the bunnies then? Ooh, and I think I see another hidden chest. I almost missed you. Cabbages, excellent. Maybe Abby hid that back here as a little bribe for us to make her a cat tree. Well, unfortunately for you, Abby, this cat habitat is going straight to us. We still don't really know how to tame a cat, but I think one of the people around town is going to show us a bit more once we place this thing down. Oh my gosh, these habitats are adorable. Where are we going to place this one, though? Maybe over here? I don't know, this place probably isn't the best location. We have like our outhouse over here. Don't think our kitty would appreciate living there too much. But I kind of wanted to place it toward the cliffs, because that's about where the cat lives. Maybe right here then? Right by the bushes and the trees. So kind of close to the bunnies, but still in a nice secluded area too. So they'll have a quiet place to come back to if everything gets a little bit too overwhelming at the shop. Yeah, let's place our cat habitat right there. Oh, no way. Oh my gosh, there is a tiny mailbox for our cat. Oh, that is perfect. I want to live in one of these. Forget that big house that we just unlocked. Our little kitty can just roost up on the top of this thing. Is that a basket up there too? Oh, these are so cute. I love these. So there's only room for one cat in the cat habitat. That makes sense. I'm not surprised. Maybe there's really only one cat around the world that we can tame right now. I would expect that in the future, though. As more animals get added, surely there will be more cats for us to discover. But it looks like it's getting pretty late, so I guess it's time to test out our brand new bed. I mean, technically, our little kitty has been using this bed for quite some time now, but this is our very first time using it ourselves to go to sleep. Didn't do too well on the funds today. All the gold that we earned was from quests and whatnot. Didn't really have much time to open our shop in general. And geez, with all the quests that we still have to complete, I'm not sure if the shop is going to be open for business today either. No new letters to read today though, so it's just off to work on the farm. Oh, and all of our chickens have grown. Oh my gosh, every last chick grew up overnight. Well, it looks like we're going to have quite a few new little chickens to set up at our adoption agency. That's good too, because it means we don't have to worry about all of the bird feed. So once we do harvest our crops, we can use that straight on the fertilizer. But we will give you some nice pats on the head at least. Our little chickens are very well loved. Let's go check and see if maybe our carrots are done growing in the back. Oh no, that's the only thing that hasn't grown. What a bummer. Yeah, so typically we don't gain any seeds when we harvest from our own garden. That's why that fertilizer is such an excellent addition. Maybe we should make a carrot patch then, right next to our bunny's home. We'll water this one since it still needs to grow, but then let's go way back here and start on our very first carrot patch, right next to the lake. We might as well chop this tree down too. We'll need the wood for Abby's cat habitat anyways, and it'll give us a little bit more space to work with. Now, how many carrot seeds do we have? I think I may have placed them back inside the chest over here. Yep, 3 carrot seeds. Okay, so not very much for us to work with, but at least we definitely have enough fertilizer for it. So I want to see how this works too. I'm assuming that before we place the carrots in, we probably have to place the fertilizer. So let's set up our little fields. How about right over here for now? Or should we place it a little bit closer to the house? Maybe over here will do. 3 spaces for 3 separate carrots, and then our fertilizer. Yep, it looks like we can fertilize the soil without placing anything inside. Yeah, we can't fertilize the soil once there's already a seed in there, so that's good to know. I think that's how Stardew Valley works too. Alright, so with the bunny habitat out of the way, I'm pretty sure they said we have to go visit Thorn next. Maybe he's going to give us some more information about taming bunnies, even though we technically already know how it's done. We'll make sure that we keep those carrots in our pockets for sure. It looks like the fisherman might actually have a quest for us too, so maybe that's going to be about the cats. But yes, I think I do see a brand new marker over Thorn's head, so let's see what he has to say about the bunnies. The habitat you crafted looks great. Now all you have to do is feed a bunny once a day for 7 days in a row. If you miss a day, the taming bar will go back to day 1. Whoa, high stakes. When the bunny feels comfortable around you, they will follow you back to their new habitat. Here are a few more carrots to get you started. Well, thank you, Thorn. Remember to feed the bunny every day or you'll lose some taming progress. Well, then we better make sure that we go over to our very first bunny friend over here. Gotta make sure that we're giving you your daily carrots, of course. So we've fed this bunny for 3 days in a row now. We actually have to feed them for an entire week, which is quite a bit of time, I must say, especially for someone so forgetful. Hang on a second, though. Is that another chest out there? It looks like this pond may have changed a little bit. Let's see if we can glide over with our special glider. Oh, there we go. That is so much easier. Oh my gosh, it's a koi pond now. Look at all those fish down there. Oh, they are beautiful. I wonder if that was added for the fishing skill in the future. Geez, and our pockets are getting pretty crammed full too. Good thing it was just cabbages and dandelions. I feel like it would be a good idea for us to look for some of the different colored bunnies. The one that we're befriending right now is one of the white bunnies, but there are also brown ones hopping around out here. It looks like this might be one of the brown ones right in front of us. Let's go ahead and feed this bunny one of the carrots. And were there any other special colors? I know in the wheat fields, there are tons of different colors of goats. Oh, I wonder if we can tame goats with the barn too. That would be pretty cool. I would definitely have to go get my hands on that penny cat goat, of course. That one is my favorite. Now, what was the fisherman's name again? I can't quite remember. All I remember is that he is a little bit grumpy and he definitely likes his space. Robert the adorable bear. Did he change his skin? Maybe it's just because we're seeing him in the daytime right now. Usually we come at night. You are lucky there was some good fishing this morning. To tame a cat, you'll have to feed it every day for 5 days with 1 fish. Oh, so it's less days to get on the good side of a cat. Interesting. I guess with fish you can't really go wrong though. Don't forget to feed them or you'll lose some of their trust. If you miss a day, the cat will lose some trust in you and the taming will decrease by 1 day. Here are 5 fish. I don't run a shop here. Oh, maybe I read it wrong before. It only decreases by 1 day? It doesn't go back to like day 1? Well, that's a little bit more forgiving. If you need more fish, talk to Frank about getting a fisherman in town. Excellent, so we have all the fish we need to at least get our very first cat, right? Oh no. Oh my gosh, we didn't have enough space. Oh, thank goodness, the fish is right here. Okay. Let's plop this little stone in with the rest of them, and now we can pick up our 5 fish. Oh, that would have been awful if we missed out on that quest. Oh my gosh, I just love these things. They did such a good job on the models for these habitats. The whole idea was that it would be a natural home for them to live in, instead of just like a cage or a fence. This is a place where they can wander freely and feel more comfortable in their environment. And speaking of which, how's our little cliffside kitty doing today? A lot of you suggested that we should name this kitty Cliff, because he does live right up here on the cliff sides, and I think that's a pretty darn cute name. So we have something very special for you, little one. Here's your very first fish. Oh, and they love it. Probably not something you get to munch on very often way up here on the cliffs, huh? Oh, and look at you rolling over for pets. I know this is a trap though. Penny does this too. Do not rub a cat's belly. When she's rolling around like this, it usually means it's playtime instead. Now, since we've had such a successful day building habitats for ourselves, let's make sure that we build the habitat for Abby too. We still have quite a bit of time before it's time for us to go to sleep, and we have tons and tons of energy. Not to mention quite a bit of space for us to clear out over here if we are going to build this up as our farm. Look at all the space we have to work with now. I'd imagine that all of those bushes are probably going to pop right back up if we don't fill up that space, but at least we have the wood that we need now. So here we go, another cat habitat. We're on a roll today. Abby's probably going to be shocked to see us come by again. And I think we also have the daisies that we need inside our shop, So let's go ahead and swap this out for the pink leaves, I guess. Those are usually worth a little bit more to the animals around town anyways, so we might as well use them for the golds. Oh, I just remembered that Sammy actually wanted some wooden boards, right? I think that wagon frame quest was his. Sammy wants to take his little flower shop on the road, and how could we possibly deny him that? So I guess the wood is going to go toward him next. We might as well just open up like a full-on workshop at this point, like we're playing My Time at Portia or something. Oh, Boris has a quest for us too. I don't think we've ever seen a quest from Boris before. Looking for some more storage options for your home? I can teach you how to craft a small storage chest if you can help me out. I lost a bet to Clovis and need some funds. Do you have 200 coins you could spare? Oh geez, are you asking us to bail you out? I didn't take you for a gambler, Boris. Well, here you go, little guy, but I hope this isn't going to become a habit. Thanks, here's the blueprint for a small storage chest. You can craft it at a workbench. I wonder if that's something that we already had access to before? Well, that doesn't look very familiar. Maybe it is something new. That could be a good thing for us to put inside our house as our very first piece of furniture. Then we can actually store away some of our miscellaneous items. Thanks so much. I'd love to have a little cat around my home. Here's your coin for the home. Oh, we actually made our 200 coins back just from this cuddly cat habitat. Well, that wasn't so bad. I don't know, maybe we should actually look into purchasing a storage upgrade. Oh, yikes, 2,000 coins for that. Well, it would really help us out. It would increase our inventory by 5, and we desperately need more space. So I guess tomorrow we're probably going to have to open up the shop again, now that we're almost out of coins entirely. Now the one last thing I want to take care of before we go to bed is feeding another one of the bunnies. Maybe we'll pick one that's a little bit closer to home. I don't really want to go tracking down all of these bunnies all across the world. We already have one on like the opposite end of town, so we probably want to be a little bit more strategic about this. I mean, granted, if we want to travel really far, I guess we could always go down to Kieran's home. He has a lot of bunnies hopping around there too, and they might need a better place to stay after spending so much time in those dirty campgrounds. Yeah, you know, if we can travel all the way there, maybe that would be a good idea for us to do after all. Kind of save them from their current environment, if you know what I mean. I think we were supposed to go back toward Kieran anyway to pick up another quest. It might be a little bit difficult to do now because it's so late at night. Oh, and the wheat. We never harvested up the wheat, did we? Well, Kieran, how are things looking out here right now? Still a lot of trash, or did you manage to pick it all up? You're back. Awesome. Let's aim for 20 trash this time. Kieran. 20 pieces of trash? Oh my goodness. Well, we do have the space for it at least, but I'm not sure if we're going to have the time. Let's just try to find one of those bunnies hopping around here. One that we will definitely be able to find again. Are there any little bunnies anymore? Oh no, I wonder if they all skittered away. I'm not seeing them? What was that? We just cracked something open? Oh, we're harvesting these vines. I didn't even realize we could do that. That must be new? Interesting. Okay. Well, I see one of the little bunnies right here, so let's go ahead and feed you. And then we might as well start heading back home. It is getting super late, and we don't really want our kitty to pass out. Here we are. Home sweet home. So just like with our new little kitty, let me know if you guys have any ideas for the names of the bunnies that we're about to befriend as well. I might spend the next couple of days off camera, so we'll be ready to bring them home in the next episode. And geez, it's a little bit difficult to get the camera to actually look at our kitty now. All of our stuff is in the way. So in the next episode, we'll finish off our bunny taming mission. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys!